he wants it. I mean, he is really driven to be one of the greats ever. And I think that will translate into his game and him evolving.
My second pick here kind of ties into this, and I'm excited for the further ascension of Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, of the Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm looking for him to be the undeniable dominant top dog of the Eastern Conference. So we're in this point in the NBA right now. I'm sure you, the listener, have noticed where, having LeBron on your team now isn't a guaranteed playoff spot. I mean, 10 years ago is a guaranteed trip to the finals. Through the 2010s, pretty much every single year, LeBron is in the finals, leaving his mark impressively. I want to see who are the next players that are going to come up. Eventually we think maybe Luka in the West is going to take that. Maybe not this year, but it seems to be coming with his talent level. And Giannis, of course, made the finals 2 years ago. I think there's a strong case to be made that with a healthy Chris Middleton, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but with a healthy Chris Middleton, the Bucks get to the finals again last year. So if Giannis makes it to the finals again with the Bucks, that's 2 out of the last 3 years. And you're looking at this guy who I find to be very likable, who has stayed loyal to the Bucks, who has spoken highly of Chris Middleton, seems to love his teammates, seems to be grateful to play in Milwaukee, and just for all that has happened and the hard work that he's put in and what has turned out as a result of that. Looking forward to him being the face of our Eastern Conference, and maybe we'll get to see him be the player that shuts down the Nets in the postseason. We'll see what happens. I think KD versus Giannis, of course, must-watch TV as it was 2 years ago. Your thoughts on that, Justin?
No, I feel you. Giannis is very interesting because I think he's poised to break out in terms of being one of the faces of the league. I've always said this, and I know Stephen A got a lot of heat for this, but I think it's true. Foreign athletes have trouble in America in terms of gaining traction here. It's just the truth. It's not so much about speaking the language or anything. It's just, look at the players in this country, in terms of being the dominant athletes. It is just really hard to gain traction. And I think Giannis has done a phenomenal job of doing it. I mean, I'm biased because of the pro wrestling connection. He's appeared on WWE. He's appeared on AEW. I saw him dancing, I guess, with some Bollywood actor. He was dancing with them. Like, you just see him just kind of like weird. I think there's one video of him just eating a bunch of Oreos. Like, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like he just seems like a really down-to-earth dude. He seems really cool. And I think that is something, again, we're older. I think, trying to understand, younger viewers, how they consume the league. I think along with John Morant in a different way, he's tailor-made for that. And I think, with his play, I think he's poised to really, really be one of the faces of the league, if not already. I mean, he has a Disney Plus series with his 2 brothers, profiling how they made their journey to the NBA. There's just a lot of intangibles that he has compared to his peers. And he also mentioned I think he had a press conference. Somebody asked him something about just working hard and just in terms of the greats. And you can see the passion in his voice. He really cares. And I know that's corny. I know, you hear that for other players, but you don't see really players be that genuine in terms of their passion for the game of basketball to a bunch of beat reporters. They maybe say it among their teammates or maybe in a podcast, but never, in terms of just a beat reporter on a daily basis. He wants it. I mean, he is really driven to be one of the greats ever. And I think that will translate into his game and him evolving. I mean, and that's something hopefully that other players coming into the league and I know we haven't really talked about him, but I think somebody that could really learn a lot from Giannis is Zion Williamson. Like,
Mm-hmm.
here's, you take a look at Giannis, very skinny coming into the league, somewhat heralded, but really evolved his game, really took a lot of criticism, and, it turned into a champion. And so I think Zion, if he could follow that playbook, good things are on the horizon for him. So I think with Giannis, I absolutely I agree with you, Matt. I think good things on the horizon for him. And that's going to be a formidable force with the Milwaukee Bucks for sure, as long as he stays healthy with Chris Middleton, for sure. I agree with you.
Yeah, and of course, it seems the biggest threat now, who's kind of right around, well, a few years younger, but around the same age, like within that prime window, is Jason Tatum of the Celtics. And no doubt they're going to be a threat. They're going to be exciting this year too, in spite of the Coach Udoka suspension and all that.